Alright, let's jump back in here. So, it's been really weird. I don't know if any of you guys have had this stuff happen with the Apex battles and whatnot. So, back when it first came out, all I had was 3 days straight of just level 20s in Apex battles. And we've gone through now 2 weeks of resets. I think this will be the third week of reset. And so I finally, after that first week, I got caught up, or I finally got, fighting people who are level 60, super evolution, what have you. And the hilarious thing is, I talked about it, how I was just fighting now, then it was just the same kind of 14 people with a couple others that were sprinkled in that were new and different. But mostly it was all the same. I sat down after recording the dailies last night, and I'm back to now fighting level 21s. Like, okay, game. All right, that's interesting. Once again, I guess I'm not gonna really necessarily look the gift horse in the mouth, right? But at the same time, it's just like, why? So, again, and because I was out. When I was doing this, I just went ahead and I got these all knocked out too. It just, certain things makes it quicker on the dailies, and we can get to other things. But I actually don't need to go into there. And I didn't get the time today to get out to necessarily farm, but I need to get this one going so we can get that light miho done and call that good and get started on the other ones. But let's get out here and at least finish. And as far as yesterday's daily was with the PvP, I did not beat that guy with those 3 stars. That dark team was pretty well put together. There was definitely I could have thought of different team necessarily than what I was throwing at it, and I tried it about six different times. But though that was a good one. So for for a dark defense team, that was only for the special 3-star, which is really weird that they have 3-star, and Mino here was one of them, because the dark isn't a 3-star, it's a 2-star. But anyway, it was kind of refreshing to see that. Usually don't run into too many of those that are like that. But we'll get through these. To be honest, I'm kind of glad that I finally super evolved at least my Water Miho, because again, Water Miho does have a good place in a team for sap. She's balanced, and like I said, balanced Astromon are actually the hardest, in my opinion, to kind of figure out where they fit. They really do depend on what their skills are, right? Because attacker is straight up, attacker, you know where it goes. Tanks, you know what they do. Defenders, you know what they do. Recovery Astromon, you know what they do. But balanced Astromon are really kind of that they're 100% based off of what their skills are, where they will fit into the teams, and what they specifically like how you might build them. Because again, Miho, for instance, is that sap build, both on her normal and active skill. Therefore, you kind of want to make sure she lives. So again, this would be a difference from the norm. You're not necessarily caring about like a crit rate, so a build off the top of my head would be more of an HP percent and maybe 2 attack percent gems at that point, just to help boost her attack. That she's putting down some damage and not being completely useless. And then you have specifically the the HP, making her be able to take hits, and then attack, putting out the damage. Now, as far as like a set would be concerned, I mean, that's again up in the air, and where she's going to fit in for whatever content you're going to throw her with. Again, if it's a boss, you might do literally an HP percent, so you might do Gems of Life just to help boost up that HP. Or if you don't want her to be debuffed, you could definitely go with like the resist set to try and boost up resistances. Bastion sets are okay now that those have been released with Vitra. They're not too terrible. They're not the greatest. The shield does help, but when you have a boss hitting you for half your health, the Bastion gems just go out very quickly. Again, they help soften that blow, so maybe you live one round, but if you're not going to do enough damage or heal enough to make it to get through the next round, then it really doesn't matter at that point. I don't think attack percent gems or attack percent, so like the gems of valor, the blue set would be worth it on her. So that's again, that one would be, and I'd say this before too. That's a little bit of screwing around. That would literally be me messing around on the Astromon if I put the Valor set, because again, she's balanced. And just to give an idea, with attacking Astromon in general, usually you're shooting over the 3100 mark for those kinds of Astromon. So over 3100, you'll get much more bang for your buck out of the percent. And we're still on this one with that one. So you'll get more bang for your buck out of the percent attack gems when you're starting to hit over that 3000 mark instead of being under it at like let's just say 2800 or 2900. You won't be hitting those high numbers with the gems that you get over there. And once again, you can kind of compare that to your Dark Mona, even Water Victoria's numbers, Dark Fenrir if you have one of them. Let's try for you. That was easy, good. No, Kiki. I will go after Kiki more than I will go after Mona here. But let's see about defense down, and then that'll finish her off. And that's fine. Heal and splat. That should stun, and well, with Miho being a tank there, it just depends. Again, highly depends on how these guys have these Astromon gems, of whether that was going to actually kill her or not, defense down or not. Is always a thing. We are over. I need to double check. And we got some victories there. I need to double check. The other thing I did end up doing was I finally overpowered my, I say overpower, but I enhanced my Hanahime, so that's also another reason why you see my gold back down, if you guys are paying attention to any of that kind of stuff. Was you? You were a level 2, that's right. Let's go recent. Oh, wait. Yeah, you guys don't belong in there. What was I thinking? Storage 3, please. There we go. Now we go kinds. Now let's look at what we got here. Right, we need green. So even though we've got... I mean, these are gleams, so Grandpa Shark and Grandma Shark are green. Green gleams, excuse me. I had a brain fart there. I'm still only counting kind of these towards it, so we need a green gleam. Let's hit the shop. Elite battles, give me a greenie. And before we end off the video today, I want to go and check the Apex battles and see if it brought me back up after yesterday. I don't expect it to, but we will see. And we're done on that. So another Holy Gleam. I will take it. Like I said, we're going to have a bunch of gleams, barring that I don't get anything that is specifically that I want to evolve. I might, splurge on some summons here or there, but I do not see me in the foreseeable future doing that. So, but who knows? We go wherever the wind takes us. Grab this one for an evolution, and then we'll do you. Actually, let me jump out, grab that. these all sorted out. That one on that one, those two on that, so we're almost done with those. And yeah, so let's go look at Apex battles really quickly. Like I said, I'm not gonna do them, I'm not gonna record them, but I want to see if we, before I actually, because I am gonna be fighting it, I just want to see. Yeah, nope, we are back down to the small ones. That is really weird. Again, don't understand how this works, why it resets or does anything like that, so. And then we are getting close here, so we are going to grab one of these. I am going to test this just to make sure as it does what it says it does. The biggest reason why I'm going to do that anyway, just to, number one, show it off and make sure you guys have the information for it, but also, I mean, it's just like how Super Ascension worked, right? I've reset my Astromon twice, and every single time when you reset, no, you have to go back in and get all of your materials to roll the dice on another random thing for your Astromon. So, but anyway, that's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all tomorrow.